Ever wondered why some people seem to soak up knowledge like a sponge, while others struggle to remember even the tiniest details? The secret may lie not in any inherent intellect, but rather in the way they study. Welcome to a journey of discovery, where the destination is the most effective study method for you. First, meet the blurting method. It's a bit like a brainstorming session with yourself. You start by reading over your notes or textbook, then close the book and write down everything you remember. It's a great way to identify the gaps in your understanding. But be warned, it's not for everyone. Some find it stressful and unstructured. Here comes the Feynman technique. Named after the Nobel Prize-winning physicist Richard Feynman, this method shines when it comes to simplifying complex concepts. You start by studying a topic, then you try to explain it in your own words as if you were teaching it to someone else, like a child. If you stumble or get stuck, that's where you need to focus your study. Then you review and simplify your explanation, avoiding jargon. The Feynman technique promotes understanding over rote memorization, but remember, it requires patience and practice. It's ideal for deep learning, but might be time-consuming if you're crunching for an exam. Alright, now let's dive into the Leitner system. This method, developed by German scientist Sebastian Leitner, uses spaced repetition to enhance memory. It involves using flashcards and dividing them into different groups based on how well you know each one. When you answer a card correctly, it moves to the next group. But if you get it wrong, it goes back to the first group. The cards in the first group are reviewed more frequently than those in the last group. This system is excellent for promoting long-term retention of information. However, like the Feynman technique, it might be a bit time-consuming. But if you're looking for a method that combines the simplicity of flashcards with the effectiveness of spaced repetition, the Leitner system could be your go-to. Moving on to the PQ4R method, a reading strategy that promotes understanding and retention. This method stands for preview, question, read, reflect, recite, and review. The first step is to preview the material, then form questions about what you're about to read. Next, you read the material, reflect on it, recite the main points, and finally, review the content. This method encourages active reading and comprehension, making it ideal for complex topics. On the downside, it can be a bit time-consuming, but if you're a reader who often struggles with retention, the PQ4R method could be a game-changer. And let's not forget the classic flashcards. They've been around since your grandparents were in school, and for good reason. They're simple, portable, and perfect for memorizing facts and definitions. However, they're less effective for understanding complex concepts or big-picture ideas. Now imagine a method that combines visual, auditory, and kinesthetic learning. That's the VAC method. It involves creating mind maps, listening to lectures or recordings, and using physical activities to enhance learning. It's quite effective for those who enjoy a multi-sensory approach to learning, but can be overwhelming if you prefer a more linear, text-based method. So, you see, there's no one-size-fits-all when it comes to studying. The blurting method might be perfect for your best friend, but you might find the Cornell method more your style. Flashcards may seem old school, but they could be just the ticket for mastering that stack of vocabulary words. Or maybe the VAC method, with its multi-sensory approach, is what really makes the information stick for you. Remember, the goal is not to choose the study method that works best for someone else, but to find the one that works best for you. To summarize, the blurting method is great for identifying gaps in knowledge. The Cornell method promotes active learning, flashcards are perfect for memorization, and the VAC method caters to multisensory learning. It's all about exploring different strategies and finding the one that helps you excel in your studies. So, go ahead. Try out these methods. Experiment. Discover. And most importantly, learn in the way that works best for you. Because when it comes to studying, the most effective method is the one that helps you understand, remember, and apply the information.